Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, the details that have surfaced right now is that total number of people were shot and died around 15. But there are so many people who've been maimed, injured, some with, rungus. Some were hit by rungus on their head. So the casualties right now, the number of people who are killed stands at around 15. Now, yesterday, we all saw the move that the Communication Authority made of barring, or rather, we can say, stopping the communication of certain TV stations, especially KTN. But that move was quickly thwarted by the courts. So, on the same time, when the government made that move, it was trying to block people from from seeing certain footages because things had already gotten out of hand. Now, talking about things getting out of hand, let me take you to a video that was shared by Larry Madowo. And Larry Madowo, being a CNN journalist, shared a story about peaceful protesters who were put in a place where they were suffocating. So that video will shock you, ladies and gentlemen. So before I share the video, please take this opportunity and like this video. It's so important because when you like this video, that is the only YouTube shares our content. Subscribe to our channel if you are not subscribed before. And to our existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Now, Larry Madowo has been covering most of these protests in Kenya. CNN journalists. He has been doing a lot of work covering the proceedings. So, without wasting much of your time, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to pay attention to this video. This is courtesy of CNN. Now, these are some of the things which the government didn't want you to see. That's why CA moved with speed and cautioned mainstream media stations against airing the protests, because the protests, just like I told you, had gone out of hand. And most likely, I suspected that that time when that directive was coming on board is the time when maybe there was another directive to the police to use excessive force or to use brute force on the people. Because in the middle, in the morning, somewhere there around 9, 10, before 2 p.m., the demonstrations were largely peaceful because at that particular time, cases of tear gas zilikuwa ni kidogo sana. But then later on, things started getting messy. So I suspect that call from the CA to have, TV stations stop airing the protest could have coincided with a directive that came from a unknown place. Now, people have been sharing a picture of William Ruto talking to someone. Ruto was not in the State House at the time these chaos were taking place in Nairobi. He was in Kilifi, for the burial ceremony. Now, during that time, a photo surfaced. This photo is of Ruto. Someone was talking about the mood. William Ruto's mood, and he was speaking to someone using his mobile phone. So I think you've seen that picture. In fact, it's what is being showcased on your screen there. Just check that photo well. So that is William Ruto talking to someone. People have been asking a lot of questions. Who was he speaking to? Was he speaking to the CA to probably stop this airing? Was he speaking to, the police? Was he speaking to IG to probably issue a directive? Was he speaking to the army? Who was he speaking to? Was he speaking to the state house controller? You see, the question is, who was he speaking to? But you see, the president can speak to anyone. He is the president of the Republic of Kenya, and all those people I've mentioned, he can call one on one, and each one of them will pick a call. So it's not a case of miss call now usijibu. You will definitely pick the call or call back. But the president can speak to them directly. So it's still a mystery, this call, where it was intended to. Because this call, what, the one that people have talked about and what happened and the CA communications. So this issue of what Larry Madowo shared, the call from William Ruto, the mystery call, and what took place, the chaos that ensued somewhere there in the evening. This could have been some of the things that CA didn't want people to see, but Larry Madowo exposed some of this. And I think I give Larry Madowo kudos to what he shared. In fact, for those of you who watched that video where where Kenyans were held hostage by police in a place whereby they were suffocating, Larry Madowo aliwasaidia because they were being whipped. Police were going to tumia mjeledi kuwapiga. So Larry Madowo helped them escape the wrath of those policemen. Thanks to CNN explosive sharing of the footage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this latest development, especially coming from the blackout from CA, directive, the CA giving KTN blackouts, and I think another mainstream media station, and Larry Madowo's exposing of the police who had put citizens in a suffocating area. So before we get further on this, ladies and gentlemen, so perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, check once again and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.